Alliance and Dalton both on the prowl for win number 1 of 2025. It's the Aviators and the Bulldogs up next on SmeeSports.
Yeah, thank you. I just want to say first, all glory to God. Without him, I am nothing.
Power the shove, Neighbor Nation! We will see you on Saturday afternoon! Riley Meister gets the point!
Back into left field! Say goodnight to that baseball!
This is another one! It's back to back jacks for KSU Tuscarawas! He's the point, and it's alive! Hanson pushes it over! Unbelievable! We play on! It's blocked! We're tied! We're tied! Unbelievable! Good morning from Alliance, Ohio, as today we have an OHSAA softball doubleheader between the Alliance Aviators and the Dalton Bulldogs. I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this afternoon/morning live on SmeeSports. It should be a good one today, but if anything was learned from yesterday's experience at Louisville, it is going to be tough to find a new game of the year. Last night, a thriller 4-3 Marlington took home the win over the Leopards in great fashion. But today the Aviators look for win number 1, and so does Dalton. Dalton last season 19-7. They lost a lot of seniors. Now, built on the core of the class of 2027, the sophomores look to propel the Bulldogs to victory today. Manier gets her first strike of the game, evening up the count at 1-1 on Hannah Wenger. Wenger so far this year batting .556, 1 RBI, and 5 for 9 on the year. Count now 1-2, another good delivery from Manier. We saw Manier on the bump towards the end of the game on Thursday, which Sandy Valley took home 6-0. Lily White expected to be on the mound for game number 2 of our doubleheader. This time around, it is Manier getting the early nod, which isn't a bad choice from Alliance. You throw your number 2 first, and then you bring out your heavy pitcher. That is what you want to see. You want to see your main pitcher game 2, and maybe you would be able to catch a Dalton team hungry for a win off guard. 2-2 now the count on Wenger. May Simmons, the pitcher, awaits in the on-deck circle for Dalton. Manier looking for strikeout number 1. Doesn't get it. It is cranked into center field and caught for out number 1. That is Mia Pasco with the catch out in straightaway center for the Aviators. As Simmons steps inside the box for Dalton, we will take this opportunity to set the field for the Aviators. Manier on the bump. Tasha Hendershot behind the dish. Her sister Cheyenne over at first. Claire at second. Lunsford over at short. White at third. And from left to right in the outfield, Cameron, Pasco, and Brown. First pitch to Simmons is a ball, 1-0 the count. Manier winds and delivers. Swing and a miss. That will even it up at 1-1. Manier blowing it right past her fellow pitcher. Manier looking to get a pitcher's count. Doesn't find it. It trails just inside. 2-1 on Simmons. For Alliance next inning, it will be Brown, White, and Hendershot due up. Another heavy hit into the outfield. This one over to left center, and it is caught by Cameron for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down. After the pair of flyouts, up steps Kenna Doty, the catcher. So far on the year, Kenna is batting .500, 1 RBI through 8 at-bats. Alliance looking to get the Bulldogs in order to begin the game. First pitch upstairs, 1-0 the count. Manier doing a great job forcing hard contact into the outfield on a fly. The 1-0 scoots in, now 2-0. And now you have to find the balance between a challenging pitch and a gimme pitch. If you give a gimme pitch on a 2-0, 9 times out of 10, it will be a base hit. And that time Manier goes to the letters and connects. 2-1 the count. Another good delivery from Meneer, finding her spots early on in this one. The wind, the pitch, sent over to the right side and out of play. That evens up the count 2-2. If Doty is able to reach base, then it would go to Lily Teague. 2-2, 2 away. Meneer winds, fires, ground ball over to the left side. The throw, 2-1 is in time. Lily White picks up Cheyenne Hendershot at first to retire the side. A great throw across the diamond from the projected pitcher of game number 2. Alliance gets Dalton in order. The Aviators are at the sticks when we return. This is OHSAA Softball live on SmeeSports. Alliance getting ready to go at the sticks in the home half of the first inning. 0-0 your score as Dalton went in order to begin the ball game. On the bump for the Bulldogs today, it is May Simmons, and she was the two-hitter last inning. 0 for 1 today with a fly out to left field. She will look to make amends at the sticks later on in this game, but right now an easy opportunity for redemption as she will be on the bump trying to retire Alexa Brown, Lily White, and Tasha Hendershot of the Aviators. Brown steps up first for the Aviators. She was the leadoff hitter for the home opener on Thursday. Simmons' first pitch skips on in, 1-0 the count on Alexa Brown. Going back to the game on Thursday, a 6-0 win for Sandy Valley. The main difference was the errors and the hits. Sandy Valley was able to get rolling at the sticks late in the game. 4 runs in the 7th inning put the game on ice. Alliance, they were able to move runners along the base path, but they could just never find a way to push anyone across. 1-2 the count on Brown. 2 good pitches in a row from Simmons. May looking for a first batter strikeout. And it is fouled into the netting. A survival cut from Brown, but she survives nonetheless. Count remains 1-2. Simmons sets, winds, fires, and is just off the plate. A good miss from May Simmons evens up the count at 2-2. I wouldn't be surprised to see a contact swing here from Brown as she is able to hit it over to the left side to third, and the wayward throw gives her first base. Alexa Brown is through on the wayward throw. The E5 grants her first base, and it looks like Alliance has some luck on their side early on. A good bit of hustle from Brown. She easily could have given up on the play, but instead she runs it through, and she reaches on the E5. First pitch to White is a strike, 0-1 the count. So now the question for Alliance is, how aggressive do they get on the base path? Based on that play, Brown has plenty of speed to take off if she wanted to steal second. But do you test a catcher's arm this early on in a contest? 1-1 the count on Lily White. Simmons winds, delivers, and it is in there. 1-2 the count on Lily White. Simmons a good get right, throws it right where it needs to go, and she is starting to settle into the ball game. 1-2 the pitch, ground ball, and it is through on the left side. It is the first base hit of the ball game for the Aviators, and their first 2 hitters reach in the home half of the first. A great bit of hitting from Lily White. A pitcher's count. You take it in between short and third, and that gap was right there for the taking. Runner now in scoring position for Alliance, and up steps Tasha Hendershot, who had an excellent 2024 campaign. The pitch runs upstairs, and Hendershot backs out on the offering. 1-0 the count on Tasha. It'll be the second end of the Hendershot duo, Cheyenne, in the on-deck circle. That pitch off the plate, 2-0 the count. Alliance is doing a great job of being selective on their cuts. They are waiting for their pitch, and once they are given it, they are able to take advantage and make something happen. And that one is fouled over to the left side. It looks like it clipped Hendershot on the ankle. That is one of the most painful experiences in all of softball or baseball. You hit a foul ball off the ankle. You are going to feel that one for a long time. But Hendershot, a catcher, definitely used to the pain. The 2-1. Runs inside, 3-1 on Hendershot. Alliance looking to load up the bases early on in the home half of the first. Simmons sets and fires. Misses upstairs, and that will load the bases. 3 up, 3 on for Alliance. And now up steps Cheyenne Hendershot. Bases loaded, and the task becomes push at least 1 run across. A prime opportunity for Cheyenne Hendershot. And it's on the corner from Simmons, 0-1 the count. Alliance still searching for their first run of the campaign. Simmons back to work, deals upstairs. The throwback 2-1 is in the outfield, and that is how Alliance will score their first run of the season. A wayward throw down the line from Doty, and Alliance strikes first blood. A great job over at first base by Hendershot. She baits the throw, and all of a sudden, Alliance has the lead. 1-1 the count, 1-0 Alliance on top. The pitch misses off the plate. Now 2-1. A little bit less pressure on Hendershot. At least 1 run is across. That was her task, and the task has been completed. But she wants more as she lines it in the right center field gap. 1 will score. Taking a turn and going is Hendershot. She is in. It is a 2 RBI double for Cheyenne Hendershot. Alliance's offense is ready for 2025. 3 runs, 2 hits through 4 batters. All it took was an extra day to gain perspective from the Sandy Valley game, and Alliance leads this one 3-0. Runner at second base, now an 0-1 count. It is Mia Pasco stepping in. Alliance looking to dominate this game from the get-go, and so far, so good. And it's a chopper right back to Simmons. The throw to 1 is high, but in time for out number 1. A great recovery over at first base for Dalton, and they are able to bring that one in. Runner now at third base with 1 away, and now up steps Kendall Brown, the designated player. 3-0 Alliance on top in the bottom of the first. The pitch, swing and a miss, 0-1 the count. A great delivery from Simmons. Right now, if you are Dalton, the task is simply get out of the inning, no more damage. The 0-1, and it is popped into the netting. Good amount of power, but not in fair territory. 0-2 now. This would be a big confidence booster for the Bulldogs. Get 2 outs in a row after a rough defensive start. And they are able to get it. Simmons' first strikeout of the game, and the last 2 Aviators are retired, and now up steps Manier. A good recovery by Dalton, but the recovery not done quite yet. Manier has a chance to help her cause on the mound. The pitch, and it is up and out, 1-0 the count. Teague, Wilmoth, and Geibel due up next inning for Dalton. The 1-0 swing and a miss upstairs from Manier. That evens things up at 1-1. Runner at third base for the Aviators. 2 down, bottom 1. Alliance up 3-zip. The pitch, swing and a miss. Simmons gets it right past Manier. 1-2 now. After allowing the first 4 hitters to reach, the last 2 Aviators have been retired. Simmons to complete the job. She does. Second strikeout in a row from Simmons, retires the side, but not before Alliance strikes first, and it comes from the bat of Cheyenne Hendershot. A 2 RBI double along with some crafty base running. Alliance up 3-0 over Dalton. We will step aside and return to the action in the top of the second inning. This is OHSAA Softball live on SmeeSports. Dalton has a lot of work to do as we enter the top of the second inning in Alliance. The Aviators up 3-zip on the Bulldogs. If you are just joining us, I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this afternoon. First pitch of the frame is hit into the outfield and caught in left for out number 1. That is Caitlin Cameron on the first pitch of the inning, recording the out. That is the second out that she has recorded in left field. The third fly ball of the game that reached the outfield. The other out recorded on the ground. Manier showing off her skills as a contact pitcher early on. That contact, on the contrary, not what she looked for, as that is a hard 60 for Wilmoth. First runner aboard of the game for Dalton, and now up steps Sarah Geibel. This could, no pun intended, become a dogfight very quick if both sides are able to go blow for blow offensively. And given the contact so far from Dalton, I would not be surprised if they are able to catch their break soon. Alliance still hoping to keep the Bulldogs at bay. 0-1 the count on Geibel. The pitch from Manier, and it is chopped foul into the back netting. 0-2 now. Skylar Fletcher awaits in the on-deck circle for the Bulldogs. Manier looking for out number 2. Winds and fires. Chopped foul over to Dalton's dugout. A good survival cut from Geibel. She sees another pitch, and she is able to cut a little bit deeper into Manier. Given that this is a doubleheader, a call to the bullpen isn't as simple. You need to have arms available for both contests. Ground ball left side of the infield. This could be trouble. They get the lead runner at 2 for out number 2. A great play on the left side of the infield by Alliance. The lead runner is retired. The scenario stays the same. Just 1 extra out on the scoreboard. And now up steps Skylar Fletcher. Fletcher hits it right side, and it curves foul. 0-1 the count. A lot of great contact so far from Dalton. That has been their calling card in this game. The question is, Can they make it fair contact that isn't a fly ball? And now an 0-2 on the failed pullback. Menier looking to get into the home half of the second inning. And it is blocked by Hendershot, a good snag behind the dish. Now 1-2. 1-2 the count. Menier looking to get out of this inning. It is cranked into right center field. That could be the break Dalton needs, but Mia Pasco says not so fast. She tracks it down to retire the side. Another great catch by Pasco. Pasco and Cameron combined for 4 putouts in this game so far from the outfield. And now we go to the home half of the second inning. Alliance dominating this one. The Sticks looking to add on to the lead when we return. This is OHSAA Softball live on SmeeSports. Bottom 2 in H-Town. Alliance up 3-0 on Dalton. If you are just joining us, I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this afternoon. A good game so far from the Aviators. Dominance at the Sticks. First pitch of the new frame is fouled out of the park. 0-1 the count on Aubrey Lunsford, the shortstop. Is Lunsford, Claire, and then back to the top of the order we go. Simmons is 0-1. Ground ball left side over at third. It is scooped up. The chuck is in time for out number 1. Teague, a great dime across the diamond, retires Lunsford. After the ground out, up steps Lydia Clare, the second baseman. Clare in the 9-hole. This will be the final batter of the first go-around for the Aviators. And if that first inning was anything to judge from, that will be the first go-around of many in this contest. 1-0 the count on Clare. Simmons fires. Goes low, 2-0 the count. Lydia Clare, one of many two-sport athletes on this Aviator squad. The main correlation, softball and volleyball. The 2-0, swing and a miss. Simmons goes low again. Clare expects it a little bit more elevated. Count now 2-1. Simmons doing a nice job settling in for the Bulldogs after a rough start to her outing. Count now 3-1. Alexa Brown awaits in the on-deck circle for Alliance. Simmons looking to regather her step, and she does. 3-2 the count. The last 4 Aviator batters have been retired. Simmons looking to make it 5. The payoff pitch runs inside, and it is a 1-out walk for Lydia Clare. Good patience in the box by Lydia, and a great battle between her and Simmons. Blow for blow. Simmons almost won it in the end, but Clare does just enough. Alliance has a base runner, and as we saw last inning, that is all it takes for them to get something started offensively. Brown, her first time up to begin the home half of the first inning. She reached on a throwing error from third. Simmons winds and fires. Runs inside, but not enough to miss the corner. 1-1 the count. Simmons trying to move the ball a little bit more inside as this game progresses. This pitch popped up over into foul territory at first base, and it is caught for out number 2. And And now up steps Lily White. She had the opening base hit of the game and now has an opportunity to move Claire along the base path. Simmons deals, cranked left side, and well, out of here, foul. Well, based on that cut, I think Simmons is going to be a lot more conservative with her next offering. If Simmons loses control of this next pitch, I think White is taking a trot around the base path. A low delivery there evens it up at 1-1. Runner at first base, 2 down in the bottom of the second. Simmons comes set and delivers. Ground ball right up the gut, and the throw to 2 is in time. A good lead throw from Wenger over at short to pick up Fletcher, retiring the side. Alliance puts Claire on the base path via a walk, but no other damage done. Dalton looking to get their offense rolling in the top of the third when we will return. Dalton back to work as we return to Alliance for the top of the third inning. 8, 9, and 1 due up this frame for the Bulldogs. Meniere's first pitch is popped up. It is playable right in front of us, and it is caught right in front of the PTZ for out number 1. Tasha Hendershot, a great snag and a great camera view at that. We will watch that one back real quick. She was able to jam the first baseman, and just a simple catch right in foul territory. Not an easy catch to make by any means, but Hendershot does a nice job tracking it, as you see right there. Just simply makes the catch, and quickly, 1 pitch, 1 down. 1-0 the count on Maya Wenger, the left fielder. The pitch, bunt shown, and it hits her. But because she offered, it's a 1-1 count. A hard strike against the left fielder. After Maya, it goes to Hannah Wenger. But Alliance so far, a stark contrast to the game against Sandy Valley. Cruising early, they are getting their offense rolling in a timely fashion. They are making things happen on the base path. They have corrected their errors from that game very nicely. 1-2 the count on Wenger. This Alliance team, a very much improved side from just 2 days ago. It's very rare you can say a side is this improved in the span of 48 hours. The 1-2 grounded up the gut, over too short. The throw over 2-1 is in time. Lunsford retires Wenger for out number 2. A great throw across the diamond from the freshman. And now we go back to the top of the order with Hannah Wenger. She led off the game for Dalton and flew out to center field. The last 4 Bulldog batters retired in order. Still no hits surrendered today by Meniere. 0-1 the count on Hannah Wenger. Meniere sets, fire, swing, and a miss on 1 upstairs. The high heat bites Dalton once again. 0-2 the count. Meniere pitching a great game so far. She is on her A game right now. 0-2 the count. The pitch. Slides on in, 1-2. I still don't mind that offering from Meniere. You go low, try and get a swing on 1 in the dirt. You don't want to challenge on that 0-2. You don't want to give up a free swing that can easily be a hit. You have to make them work in the count. 1-2, now you can challenge a little bit. And the challenge results in a foul ball into Dalton's bullpen. A good cut from Wenger, but not enough in the fair direction. 1-2 the count. Minear winds and fires well upstairs, and it skips past Hendershot. That will even us up at 2-2. For Alliance next inning, Tasha Hendershot, Cheyenne Hendershot, and Mia Pasco all due up to hit. The 2-2 grounder left side over to third. It is Lily White. The throw to one is in time to retire the side. A bang throw, but White beats the runner, retiring the side. Dalton goes in order. Alliance cruising up 3-0. They will be hitting when we return. If you are an Alliance Aviator fan, you have to be feeling good about this one. 3-0 as we enter the home half of the third inning. All of the damage done in the bottom of the first. An early strike from A-Town. 1 run created on some great base running, and 2 created by Cheyenne Hendershot. It is Tasha Hendershot to begin this inning in the box. First pitch strike from Simmons, 0-1 the count. Hendershot last inning had a nice catch in foul territory from behind the dish right in front of us here. 1-1 now the count on Tasha as that pitch trails out of the zone. Simmons fires, bounces in, 2-1. Once again, it will be the Hendershots and Pasco due up this frame, so the 3, 4, and 5 holes. The pitch, it is cranked right side, and it falls in right field. A leadoff single for Tasha Hendershot. That is how the Aviators get the ball rolling in the home half of the third inning, and if they can continue that sort of hitting, they will be in a very good spot. Hendershot so far, 1 for 1, 2 RBIs, and a double. Can she add on? First pitch upstairs, 1-0 the count. But Cheyenne has done a nice job as well at first base. A couple of great stretches to beat a runner. 1-1 now the count. Tasha Hendershot over at first base, ready to run. The pitch. It is wide. The throwdown is not in time. Tasha Hendershot able to steal second. Alliance now has a runner in scoring position. A great takeoff from Hendershot. Immediately once the pitch was thrown, she timed it perfectly. She was able to take that bag with ease, and Cheyenne's job gets a whole lot easier. 2-1 the count. It sails upstairs, 3-1. Alliance looking to potentially load the bases again this inning. Still a long way away from that as they only have a runner at second. The 3-1, swing and a miss. It is now full 3-2. A great delivery from Simmons. Despite what the scoreboard says, May Simmons has done a great job on the mound for the Bulldogs. But Alliance doing a great job to catch up to the pitches and stay alive in the box. Count remains full on Cheyenne Hendershot, 3-2. Simmons looking for out number 1. Can't quite find it. Hendershot takes, and she is aboard along with Tasha. Runners at first and second, no one down, and up steps Mia Pesco, the center fielder. A ground out her first time up to the pitcher Simmons. The pitch, bunt shown, a great bunt right back to Simmons. The throw down 2-1 is in time. But both Hender's shots advance. Pasco does her job on the sticks, and that will put both Hender's shots in scoring position for Kendall Brown. One down, runners at second and third. A prime opportunity. Brown's task, put the ball in play. Simmons getting ready, will fire. Lollipops upstairs, 1-0 the count. Simmons still taking her time, gets the call, and fires. Just misses, a good miss from Simmons. A challenging pitch at that, 2-0 the count. Alliance's offense, though, a big reason why they have success, their pregame warm-up. They are here 2 hours before their games, and they are hitting off of machines, hitting off of tees. They are doing everything right from a program stance to get better. They want to win this season. They are tired of losing 10-18 last year. They want a dominant campaign. 3-1 now the count as Simmons is able to get back into the at-bat. Manier awaits in the on-deck circle for the Aviators. She could help her cause offensively. And she has a prime opportunity to do so. The bases will load for Manier. And time is called by Dalton. Their manager will go to the mound and have a mound visit with Simmons. Definitely the right decision given the sequence of events so far. Dalton needs to get a couple of good at-bats under their belt. Simmons has done a nice job battling on the mound. It's just the offense needs to get going, 1. And 2, the defense needs to be ready to make a play whenever the opportunity presents itself. A couple of errors so far today, and that is really killing them right now. Still, after this, we will have Game 2 of our doubleheader at approximately 1 p.m. Alliance and Dalton will do battle once again. Depending on how this game goes, Alliance could be looking to improve to above 500, or Dalton, if they do make the comeback, they would be looking to get back to 500. And now up steps Manier, bases loaded, 1 down. A dream opportunity for any hitter, a chance to potentially go yard and get a grand slam. Simmons fires, swing and a miss. Manier below the ball, 0-1 the count. Manier just needs to keep her head on the ball. It looks like she kind of pulled off on that offering. Just stay in, keep your head locked, and go. Now 0-2 as once again she misses underneath. If she can make some contact here, Alliance could easily plate 2. 0-2 the count. Simmons fires, swing and a miss. The mound visit does wonders. Simmons gets Manier down in 3 pitches. That is strikeout number 3 on the afternoon for Simmons. And now up steps Aubrey Lunsford, the freshman. What an opportunity to prove that you are ready for the varsity level. The pitch, upstairs, 1-0 the count on Lunsford. After Lunsford, we go back to Lydia Clare. Simmons getting ready, 1-0 the count. The pitch, it is sent into center field, and it is caught before it gets there. A great catch over at short by Wenger, retires the side. That one catch saves 2 runs. Dalton unscathed. The bases left loaded by Alliance. We head to the 4th inning in A-Town. Dalton looking for redemption on offense when we return. This is OHSAA Softball live on SmeeSports. A great catch from Wenger ends the third inning for Dalton. Can they take the defense and turn it into offense in the fourth? This is OHSAA Softball live on SmeeSports. If you are just joining us, I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this afternoon / morning. Whatever you want to call it, it is 11:38 on this fine, windy, albeit not as windy as yesterday, Saturday morning in March. Final weekend in March 2025, April right around the corner starting Tuesday. The 1-0 grounder right side, and it is through. The first hit of the game belongs to the pitcher for Dalton. It's May Simmons. An excellent cut over to the right side. That is exactly what the doctor ordered for the Bulldogs. They see it now. They have a base hit. Can they turn it into two? It's Kenna Doty, the catcher, a ground out her first time up, looking to get the Bulldogs rolling. The pitch, up at the letters, but in the zone, 0-1 the count. A good delivery from Manier as she looks to shake off the leadoff single from Simmons. The wind and delivery, it is low in the dirt. 1-1 the count on Doty. This is a good spot for Dalton to get back into the contest. If they can find their footing now, they are back on track. The 1-1 up at the letters, but just below 1-2 the count. A great spot once again from Manier. Elena looking for redemption. Unable to get it. It is cranked into left center field. It is through in the gap. Going to third is Simmons. She will be sent. The play at the plate is not in time. Simmons underneath the tag, and Dalton is on the board. It's an RBI double for Doty, and she takes third on the throw home. Definitely a close one, but I think Simmons was able to get underneath of it. And I think she did. A great slide, a great play. Dalton back in business, and all of a sudden, the tying run is in the box. Exactly what Dalton needed. The pitch popped right side, and it looks like it will carry out of here. 0-1 the count. It looked like early on Alliance was going to run away with this contest, but Dalton not going out without a fight. And a good fight at that here in the fourth. The pitch sent over into right field. This could be trouble, and it is caught from the center fielder Pasco, but it doesn't matter. It is a sacrifice fly. Dalton back within one. Lily Teague does her job. 3-2 now your score. And that catch is out number one. And now up steps Wilmoth. First pitch strike as she cuts on and misses. 0-1 the count. But Dalton exactly what they needed to do. Push at least one run across. They take two. Still 2 outs to work with. Sent into left center field. And it is caught by Cameron for out number 2. The hard contact of the Bulldogs continue. And now Sarah Geibel, the center fielder, steps in for the Bulldogs. No one on, 2 down. For Alliance next inning, Claire, Brown, and White do up. Another popper into center field, and it is caught. Pasco retires the side as she is able to track it down. Wind and all, the outfield having a great day for the Alliance Aviators. But Dalton, they are back in this one. 2-run score in the top of the fourth inning. We head to the home half of the frame. All still to play for in game number 1. Alliance has some work to do as we enter the bottom of the fourth inning in game one of our doubleheader. The Aviators' lead has been cut into by the Bulldogs. 3-2, 8-Town on top. If you are just joining us, I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this afternoon. First pitch of the frame is low from Simmons, 1-0 the count. May Simmons having a tremendous day so far. 3 strikeouts for Dalton as well. She had the opening single for the Bulldogs, which then led to an RBI double from Canadoti, in which she took third on the throw home. 2-0 the count on Lydia Clare. She walked her first time up. Now 2-1 as Simmons hits the zone at the letters. Still anyone's at bat. Simmons fires. Runs inside, but framed into the zone. 2-2 the count. Simmons hitting her stride once again, looking for a third straight strike. The 2-2, and it's in there! Strike 3 called on Claire. 1 up, 1 down for Dalton's defense. Punch out number 4 on the day for May Simmons. And with that, we go back to the top of the order for Alliance. It's go around number 3, and up steps Alexa Brown. First pitch from Simmons, missed on the cut from Brown. 0-1 the count. We said it at the end of the bottom of the third. If one catch defensively could spark momentum, Dalton would be in good shape. And as of right now, it appears the defense is supplementing momentum to the offense in a very good way. 1-1 the count on Brown. Simmons deals. Misses upstairs. 2-1 the count. Brown just looking to reach base. So far today, she has reached on an error and popped out to first base. Now 2-2 the count. Simmons, a good delivery. After Brown, it is Lily White awaiting in the on-deck circle for the Aviators. Simmons fires, and it's in there. Swing and a miss from Brown. 2 straight strikeouts in a row from May Simmons. She is on fire now. 5 punch-outs through 3 2/3 innings of work. And now up steps Lily White. So far today, a fielder's choice and a base hit to her name. Simmons fires, cranked left side, and it is just foul. Lily White has been so unlucky with those hits today. Another good swing from her. She had one earlier, same side. If she can straighten one out, it is extra bases for Lily White. She has the power. She just needs the offering from Simmons. 0-1 the count. Simmons fires, and that time it's upstairs. 1-1 the count, and given that first swing, I think Simmons will take that ball any day. May deals again, and now she is just attacking the top of the zone. 2-1 the count. It's a good idea until one is lined on a heater into left center. 2-1 the pitch. It hangs right over. It's slowed down, though. 2-2 the count. Simmons getting creative to evade the powerful swing of Lily White. 2-2 away the pitch. She thought about it, but leaves it. 3-2. That high heat is dangerous. May Simmons almost got the bite she wanted on the offering. Full count. Payoff pitch incoming. Fouled into the backstop. A great battle from Lily White. A great chess match so far. You look at this at bat, based on the way it started, Simmons doing a great job dealing around the zone. And this one is popped into the fans. And this time it's not near me, and this time I will not make a barehanded play on the ball and then have my hand hurt for the preceding 24 hours. I think I learned my lesson from last time, but we will try it again. The payoff pitch, sky left side, and Simmons wins the at-bat and retires the side. The Aviators go in order. May Simmons, a slight scare from Lily White, but she hunkers down and gets the job done. Dalton looking like the hotter team right now. We head to the 5th inning. all to play for in Game 1 of our doubleheader. Back on in the top of the 5th inning at Alliance High School. Dalton trails to Alliance 3-2 in Game 1 of our doubleheader. The first pitch of the inning is low and in the dirt. 1-0 the count. 7, 8, and 9 due up this inning for Dalton. Many are trying to break down Fletcher. One of the count, the win, definitely a factor in this one. Not as bad as yesterday, but still a good amount of carry from the wind. Now 2-0 the count. Looking at the scoreboard, 3 hits from the Aviators, all of which I believe came in the first. Or 1 did not, 2 did. And then 2 hits from Dalton, but 2 errors from the Bulldogs. That is the difference right now as we are tied up on hits. It is a leadoff single up the gut for Skylar Fletcher. A heater sent right up the gut, and the tying run is on the base path for Dalton. The pitch. First pitch ball to Niger. 1-0 the count on the first baseman. So far today, 1 pitch before that one, and it was a pop out to Tasha Hendershot. Menier winds and fires. Line left side, and it's through. Fletcher and Niger, the 2 base hits. 2 hits in a row for Dalton, and the tying run is in scoring position, and the go-ahead run is at first. The Bulldogs offense is back and better than ever. Maya Wenger trying to keep things going for the Bulldogs in the top of the 5th. This is the time for the rally. Menier will fire. Fouled right side, and it is just inside the park but out of play. 0-1 the count on the 9-hitter. Hannah Wenger, a prime opportunity to get hit number 1 of the day for her. She awaits in the on-deck circle. Here's the 0-1, and it's up at the letters in there, 0-2. Menier trying to resettle into the contest. A prime opportunity still for Dalton. How small ball do they get? The 0-2. No offering there. It is a good miss from Menier. 1-2 the count. A challenging pitch inside. Right now, if you are Dalton, you might feel a little bit trigger happy in the box. Here's the 1-2 from Menier. Lobbed in there and fouled over towards the Bulldog dugout. Coach Feisler very happy over at third base with this battle. 1-2 the count, no one down in the top of the 5th inning. Menier will deal, and it is low in the dirt, 2-2 the count. The chess match continues. Menier looking for out number 1. Dalton trying to tie, and that will help. Hit into right center field, and it is caught on a line for out number 1. Alexa Brown saves the Aviator faithful from a heart attack. We go back to the top of the Dalton order. It is Hannah Wenger. 0 for 2 so far, but heading into today, batting .556. An opportunity for a great at-bat that would really help out the Bulldogs. The first pitch she sees, and it's over too short, and it is bobbled. That will load the bases. No, they send the tying run, and Dalton ties it. On the fielding error from Lunsford, Dalton ties it up at 3. A big play and a big heads-up base-running play from Fletcher. 3 to the score, and the go-ahead run now is in scoring position for the Bulldogs. And up steps May Simmons, the pitcher. She had the opening hit of the game that started the comeback. Can she complete it with one swing of the bat? 0-1 the count. Manier will fire. Hit into center field, a good amount of carry. Definitely in play, and it is caught by Pasco for out number 2. And now up steps Kenadoti, the catcher. Based on the first inning, this is not the battle that we expected. I think a lot of people expected Alliance to run away with this one, but Dalton doing all they can to make their way back in, and to their credit, they are well within this one now. 1-0 the count on Doty. She had an RBI double her last time up, and once again, she did reach third on the throw home, so it is scored a double, not a triple. Ground ball right to Manier on a hop, and the throw to one is in time, retiring the side. Dalton plates one. We are tied up at 3. Alliance back at the sticks when we return. A tight one here in A-Town. We have a ball game on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. Honors even at 3 as we enter the home half of the 5th inning. This is game 1 of our doubleheader between Alliance and Dalton on SmeeSports. If you are just joining us, I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this morning/afternoon. We are now at about noon, so I guess you can say afternoon now officially. 1-0 the count to begin this at-bat. It is Hendershot squared, and then Pasco due up this inning for A-Town. The 1-0 from Simmons. Runs inside and backs out Hendershot. 2-0 the count. An exciting affair on hand. Alliance, all 3 of their runs coming back in the first inning. Dalton, they have gradually fought their way back in, and now that is where we find them, tied up at 3. 3-0 the count. Cheyenne Hendershot awaiting in the on-deck circle for Alliance. And it is a 4-pitch walk to begin the bottom of the 5th. Hendershot reaches for the 3rd time this game. A walk, a base hit, and on that one, another walk. Now up steps Cheyenne Hendershot, the first baseman. A 2 RBI double her first time up, and a walk last time up. The pitch from Simmons, a good delivery, 0-1 the count. So far today combined, the Hendershots are 5 for 5 on reaching base. Simmons getting ready, finds the grip and deals. Misses low. They called a strike. And speaking of a strike, a dime from Doty gets Hendershot at 2. An excellent shuck all the way down. Forget a runner in scoring position. It's now 0-2, 1 down. Hendershot baffled. The 0-2 sent into left field. Going back, and it is caught well in play by Wenger for out number 2. A quick chain of events in the span of 2 pitches, 1 on, no one down, to no one on, 2 away. Dalton's resilience has been unmatched. And now up steps Mia Pasco. The first pitch she sees is just a titch high, 1-0 the count. After Pasco, it goes to Kendall Brown, the designated player. We could see Caitlin Cameron sub in. That one misses at eye level, 2-0 the count. Patience is a big thing right now for Alliance. The 2-0, now 2-1. A good get right from Simmons. Simmons right now just trying to blow every single pitch right past the Aviators. That is their best avenue to success. And she does it again. 2-2 the count. Bottom 5, 2's on the board. 2-2 count, 2 away. Simmons fires. Swing and a miss. Mia Simmons gets the strikeout to retire the side. A little bit of danger early on, but Doty bails out the defense, gets Hendershot at second, and the rest is history. Honors even through 5. Dalton looking to complete the comeback when we return. This is OHSAA Softball live on SmeeSports. A big call has been made by Alliance. Lily White expected to start game number 2. She is now in to pitch for the 6th inning. Alliance tied up with Dalton, 3-all your score. A quick change in the way this game was going. 3-0. Alliance was cruising throughout the first half, and then Dalton, the last couple of innings, have clawed their way back in and find the Bulldogs with all of the momentum. White's first pitch lobbed in and in there. 0-1 the count. Teague, Wilmoth, and Geibel do up this inning for the Bulldogs. 0-1 the count on Teague. White winds and fires. Hit left side and just curls foul. A good cut in the box by Teague, but nonetheless 0-2 the count. A big inning for both parties. A run is needed from both teams. I don't think either side wants to play an extra inning game right before game 2 of a doubleheader. 0-2 the count. The pitch. Hit weakly foul to the right side. Count remains 0-2. But the pressure on Dalton to complete the comeback definitely mounting. They have done so well to get to this point. They want to finish the mission. A mistimed swing, and it just curls foul. That would have been one of the best hits of the game so far if it would have stayed foul. An interesting curve. It just bent over to the left. Whenever you have that low pitch because of its low velocity, you just have to throw your bat at it. Exactly what Teague did. She did the right thing. White sets and delivers the 0-2, and it is up and out. 1-2 now the count. White doing all she can to get out of this at bat on this next pitch, but Teague, a great fight in the box. The 1-2 cranked well out of the park, foul. I don't think anyone really could retrieve that one now. Count remains 1-2 on Teague. Teague, a couple of good foul shots, just looking for one to stay in play. The pitch, and it misses upstairs. 2-2 now. A good take from Teague. She is doing all she can. Her last at-bat, a sacrifice fly. White winds and fires the 2-2. It is low. We are full. 3-2 the count. Teague giving White all sorts of trouble in the circle. White getting ready for the payoff pitch. Here it is. Ground ball, chopped foul. Another good delay from Teague. She sees yet another pitch. This at-bat just continues to have more and more pitches. White trying to win the battle. Teague has her eyes set on first base. The payoff from White. Ground ball right up to White. The throw 2-1 is in time. One up and an eternity later, one down. A great recovery by Lily White, able to finally best Teague. A grounder forced right up the gut, and White does the rest for the PFP. Now up steps Veda Wilmuth. The pitch, and it misses low. 1-0 the count. White just trying to take her time in between these pitches. She has all the time she needs, and that is why she takes her time. A good get right, and the chase confirms the 1-1 count. White being called upon earlier than expected today. As you see on your screen, Menier now over at third base. A straight swap between her and White. Both will continue to hit in this game. 2-1 now the count on Wilmuth. White trying to get her stride here. Swing and a miss. Another chase from Wilmuth. That evens us up at 2-2. Another great offering from the circle. White looking for out number 2. The wind and the pitch. Another low pitch with low velocity. We are full for the second batter in a row. 3-2 the count. This would be a massive out number 2 for Alliance if they get it. The payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Lily White gets the punch out for out number 2. Another good battle from Dalton, but White wins the second at-bat in a row. And now up steps Sarah Geibel, the center fielder. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the 6th inning. White deals, line to right side, and it will fall. A 2-out single for Sarah Geibel. And that will get the ball moving a little bit quicker for Dalton. Skylar Fletcher stepping back in. A single her last time up. Runner on first, 2 down, top of the 6th inning. White deals. A good delivery on the first pitch. 0-1 the count. Dalton's go-ahead run stands at first base. White to the hip, fires. And it is a little bit low there. 1-1 the count. Fletcher heading into today 1 for 6 on the year. And on top of that, 1 RBI. The 1-1 line left side, and it is through Menier's legs. 2 on, 2 away, and Dalton now has the go-ahead run in scoring position. A good bit of hitting from Fletcher, and now up steps Peyton Niger. 1 for 2 on the day, a pop out and a base hit to her name. A prime opportunity to give Dalton the lead. White winds and fires, swing and a miss. Peyton a little bit too far in front of that one. 0-1 the count. Alliance's defense just wants to get out of this inning. 0-1 the count. The pitch, swing and a miss. Another miss from the first baseman. 0-2 the count, 2 away. Alliance 1 pitch away from getting out of the jam. White, she will fire. Did she go? The answer is no. 1-2 now. That almost ended the inning right then and there. White looking to win the battle. The 1-2, and it is low in the dirt. 2-2. Wenger awaits in the on-deck circle for Dalton. A potential bases loaded opportunity, but right now the count is even. 2-2. White coming set, deals. Ground ball left side, down the line, and foul. Dalton, for a brief moment, saw daylight. But in the end, the count remains 2-2. Can Dalton find their lucky swing? White will fire, and it is low. 3-2 the count. A big payoff pitch upcoming for Lily White. 1 strikeout so far. Dalton trying to complete the comeback. The payoff pitch, swing and a miss! Lily White gets the best of Peyton Niger, retiring the side. What an offering from Lily White. Exactly what the doctor ordered. We will watch it back. Punch out number 2 of the frame from Lily White, and she had to work for this one. A lot of adversity this frame, but finally gets the best of the first baseman, and she gives the Aviators a chance to reclaim their lead. 3-3 your score. We head to the home half of the 6th inning in A-Town. All to play for on SmeeSports. At the beginning of this broadcast, I said unless we have a game on par with yesterday, we would not have another game of the year contender. Well, I might stand corrected. 3-3 your score in the bottom of the 6th inning. Dalton and Alliance doing battle, and it's a lead-off gut shot up the middle. Kendall Brown opens up the inning with an excellent crank into center field, and the Aviators offense is in business. 1 pitch in, and now up steps, it looks like a substitution. And it is. The first pitch is sent into left center field, and it is caught! Geibel trails over from center off to her right, our left, and makes the catch for out number 1. What a snag. And now up steps Aubrey Lunsford. That was Brooklyn Jewell, the freshman, with that swing moments ago. Lunsford so far today, a ground out and a pop out. Line left side and foul. 0-1 the count on Lunsford, and this is our first non-one pitch at bat of the home half of the 6th. A very specific statistic, but it's happened twice before. This is the first time it doesn't. Here's the 0-1, and a swing and a miss upstairs. 0-2 the count, a great offering from Simmons. After Lunsford, it is Lydia Clare in the on-deck circle. 0-2 the count, and it bounces in a good block from Doty. The throwback to 1, not in time. A great idea from behind the dish, but the execution just not in time. Count now 1-2. Wenger squared and Simmons due up next frame for Dalton. The 1-2, swing and a miss. Simmons strike out number 7 on the afternoon, retires Lunsford for out number 2. Another good pitch. And now up steps Lydia Clare. Go ahead a run at first base for Alliance. The pitch from Simmons. Upstairs missing the letters. 1-0 the count. A pressure situation for A-Town. Simmons comes set and fires. Right down the middle. That evens us up at 1-1. Can Alliance push a run across in the home half of the 6th? Upstairs 2-1 the count. A very, very tight game. It will take a minor error to decide this one, and the error might already be on the board. We look at the scoreboard right now. 6 hits for Dalton, 4 for Alliance, 3-3 the score, but the error battle, 2 for the Bulldogs and 1 for the Aviators. Here's the 2-2, lobbed in, and it just misses. 3-2 the count. The last thing Dalton wants is to allow the top of Alliance's order to get back up in the box. Here comes the payoff pitch. Popped and out of play. And out of the park. The count remains full at 3-2. Still an opportunity for the Aviators to strike. The payoff misses upstairs, and now the go-ahead run stands in scoring position. Alexa Brown, the leadoff hitter, back in. She reached on an error her first time up, popped up her second time, and struck out swinging her last time up. A very, very tight game right now. First pitch to Brown misses upstairs. 1-0 the count. Can Alliance force a run across in the home half of the 6th? The pitch bounces in and it is passed. Put 2 runners in scoring position for the Aviators. One swing of the bat and Alliance retakes their lead. All eyes on Alexa Brown. 2-0 the count. May Simmons looking to lock in. The pitch runs inside, but the frame gives a strike. 2-1 the count. A good get right from Simmons. The Bulldogs fighting to get out of the inning. Alliance looking for a run. Count evened up at 2-2. Brown unable to connect. It is Lily White in the on-deck circle for Alliance. 2-2 count, 2-on-2 away. The pitch, line right side, and I think into Alliance's dugout. Either way, it is foul. The count remains 2-2. A very scary hit over into the dugout. Can Simmons get out of the inning? The pitch misses. 3-2 the count. We are full. Could we see the bases load for Lily White? Simmons, the payoff pitch, hit into the infield, over to second base. They need the throw to one, and they get it. Fletcher able to retire the side. An easy throw, but the most important throw of the game thus far, and it is made. Alliance very close to striking, but just unable to thread the needle and get a run across. We head to the 7th inning in A-Town. All still to play for. Dalton 3, Alliance 3. Your score on SmeeSports. It is pressure time in game number 1. Top 7 in Alliance. Honors even at 3. If you are just joining us, I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this afternoon. Lily White getting ready for her second inning of work in the circle, and we are underway for the 7th inning. A first pitch ball, 1-0 the count on Wenger. It's Wenger squared, and Simmons due up this frame for Dalton. White comes set and fires. Skied in the infield, hanging for a good second, and caught over at second base by Claire for out number 1. A good catch on the pop-up from Claire, and now we go back to the top of the order for Dalton. Hannah Wenger, batting above 500 before this game, looks to get hit number 1 of the day in a crucial situation. And it will be potentially in the form of a bunt, but the bunt goes foul. 0-1 the count. A good idea from Dalton. Now they go with a small ball approach. May Simmons, she has shown that she has a very good swing. She awaits in the on-deck circle, get someone on, and go from there. Corners way in, the 0-1. Swing at a miss on the lunge. 0-2 now. Wenger just trying to make contact. She needs to stay patient. It is a pitcher's count, but every little detail matters from here on out. Here's the 0-2. Hit left side and will bloop out of play, foul. Count remains 0-2. A good fight-off swing from the one-hole hitter. If Dalton wants to take the lead, it might have to come in a form of a home run from Simmons. Wenger trying to get on to help out her pitcher. And she has a good take there, making the count 1-2. The wind continuing to pick up throughout this contest. One and two on Wenger. White winds, fires, hit into right center, and it is through for a one-out single. Hannah Wenger is on the board for the doubleheader, and now up steps May Simmons. A good blooper just to the edge of the grass. Obviously, off the bat, it looked a lot better, but the wind dies down the ball. But either way, the go-ahead run is on the base path for Dalton. Corners in, the pitch from White. Swing and a miss from Simmons. 0-1 the count. A good cut. She just needs to time it up, and if she does, it is going to scream into left center. 0-1 the count. White to the hip, will fire, and once again unable to time it up. 0-2 the count. I wouldn't be surprised if she calls time here just to take a second. Simmons, a good hitter, just needs to time up White. An 0-2 count. The pitch, swing and a miss. White wins the battle on 3 pitches. Strikeout number 3 from Lily White records out number 2. The go-ahead run still at first base, and now here comes Kenna Doty. White looking to get to the home half of the frame, and it's a first pitch strike. White has found her stride. Alliance 2 strikes away from getting out of the top of the 7th. The 0-1, ground ball over towards third. The throw across on a zip. It is not in time. Hendershot pulled off the bag on the throw, and they will quickly relay to the center, allowing no more movement on the base path. But either way, that puts a runner in scoring position. Second error of the game from Alliance, and as I mentioned, all it takes is one error to change a game. Lily Teague, an RBI to her name so far today, has a chance to be a Dalton hero. White gets ready and fires. First pitch is in there. 0-1 the count. For the Aviators, White, Hendershot, and Hendershot due up in the bottom of the 7th. The 0-1, swing and a miss, make it 0-2. White needs one more strike to survive the top of the 7th. And she will take her time getting back to the circle. The biggest pitch of the game, the 0-2, and cranked out of play. Another good hit sailing into the woods. Count will remain 0-2. After Teague, it is Wilmoth in the on-deck circle. White looking to survive the frame, deals the 0-2 again. It's an Ephus, ground ball snagged over at third. The throw to one is in time. Hendershot on the extension retires the side. Manier, a great redemption throw as she is able to prevent any damage in the top of the 7th. Here we go, nitty-gritty time in 8-sound. It's simple, Alliance scores, they win. Bottom 7 in game 1 of our doubleheader when we return. Alliance looking for a walk-off in game 1 of our doubleheader. 3-all your score. We are on pace to start game 2 at 1 o'clock, but if we head to extras, that will not be the case. A big couple of at-bats coming. The first pitch of the frame is a strike from May Simmons. 0-1 the count on Lily White. It's White, Tasha Hendershot, and Cheyenne Hendershot do up this frame for the Aviators. 0-1 the count. The pitch misses upstairs, evening things up at 1-1. Pressure on both sides to make something happen for Dalton. Survive. Alliance get the win. 2-1 as that pitch zips upstairs. But a very good opener to our doubleheader. Exactly what we wanted to see from this contest. Pops up in the infield. It is playable, and it is foul. Count now 2-2. White does own the base path. That is definitely not a runner interference decision. And as you see, no conversation, right call made. 2-2 the count. The pitch, and fouled awkwardly off the bat. It looked like it hit a weird spot on the swing, but either way, White stays alive. 2-2 the count, no one down, bottom 7. Simmons fires and misses just above the letters. We are full, 3-2 the count. After White, it is Tasha Hendershot in the on-deck circle. A big payoff pitch upcoming for May Simmons. Here it is, and it is low. The leadoff man reaches for Alliance. Lily White is the winning run, and she is over at first base. Up steps Tasha Hendershot. 2 walks and a single to her name today. Can she be an Alliance hero? The pitch. And it is in there, 0-1 the count. White will most likely be aggressive on the base path. The 0-1 sent into the stratosphere, going back, deep left, see a ball, it's over! Tasha Hendershot walks us off! A missile to left field, Alliance wins it 5-3! What a swing! What a cut! What an ending! And that is exactly what the doctor ordered. You can see the reaction from the fans on your screen. What a cut! The Aviators win game 1 by a final score of 5-3. I think that play saves my conversation of player of the game. By all means, it is Tasha Hendershot. A 2-run bomb to end this one. Alliance wins game 1, 5-3. We will be back on in around a half an hour for game 2 of our doubleheader. Alliance, what a cut to close this one off. To stay up to date on all the games that we are covering, follow SmeeSports on Instagram and SmeeFest2024 on Twitter, and subscribe to the SmeeSports YouTube channel and enable push notifications to be notified when I upload or go live. Trying to hit 3,000 subscribers by the end of this calendar year. So if you are new, go down below and subscribe. It costs nothing, and it greatly helps out our efforts here at SmeeSports. We will step aside and regather for game 2 of our doubleheader. Alliance wins game number. Walk-off from Tasha Hendershot does the trick. I have been Nathan Smee saying so long from Alliance, and we will see you at 1 p.m. for game number 2.